Good evening. I think we're live. Yes, we are. Good evening. How are you this evening on this dark and dingy evening in Dalbeattie? Alliteration. I love alliteration. I'm going to give it a minute or so for people to drop on. In the meantime, I will do my normal chitter chatter. I am literally at the point now of completely hyper. Just come out of a 5-day challenge, did a masterclass last night, and here I am again tonight going live talking to you. So I am sick of the sound of my own voice right now, but I've got some really important piece of training for you tonight that's really going to make a difference. And I've got a surprise for you from what you've seen advertised on my pages. So stick with me tonight because I've got a guest joining me in a few minutes' time, about 10 minutes. So for those of you that are starting to drop on, it's lovely to see you. I love seeing my audience. Those of you that don't know me, I am Mandy Nicholson, and I am the creative genius consultant, artist, and author, and I help creative women to launch, grow, and scale their businesses and make more money. And tonight, I want to talk to you about how you can make an impact. Now, I'm sure there's lots of you out there that have heard that you have 7 seconds. You have 7 seconds to make an impact when you meet somebody that you don't know, when you join a group, when you join a team, when you show up live on your social media, you're on video, you're on Zoom, you have got 7 seconds to make an impact. So I want to talk through that with you tonight, and I've turned that into an acronym for you to help you to try and think about how you can make the biggest impact on your potential customers and clients, on people that you want to collaborate with or work with in your workplace, in your business in general, and in life. Okay, so those 7 seconds are really important, vital seconds that you need to make the most of. Now, I've come on here before and I've talked about your elevator pitch, your elevator speech. And I've just done it. Hey, I'm Mandy Nicholson, and I'm a creative genius consultant, artist, and author. And I help creative women to launch, grow, and scale. That is my elevator pitch. I have been told by my clients that I literally sing that. It's a natural thing for me. It's how I describe myself. It's how I show up every single time. And that's important. In those 7 seconds, you've got to make them work for you. So here's what I've got happening tonight. I'm going to go through the word seconds, and I'm going to give you 7 top tips. 2, 4, 6, 7, just double checking. Seconds has got 7 letters in it. 7 top tips to how you can make the best impact. Hopefully you've nailed your elevator pitch, your introduction, because I've actually shared with you before a document that I use as a training in my signature program called TACT. And that's about creating your title and delivering that elevator pitch when you show up. So I'm going to talk you through this acronym tonight of seconds, 7 seconds. And I'm going to introduce somebody amazing to you. Well, I'm not. She's going to introduce herself because she's got something really special to tell you. She's an amazing person, and she'll be joining us in a few minutes. So first things first, how are you going to use your 7 seconds really, really well? So the S in seconds, okay, so I'm using this as an acronym. That's dogs barking. There could be all sorts happening here tonight. It's normal craziness. Yeah, so your S in seconds, I want you to speak confidently. Speak confidently. You are amazing. You've got an amazing business. You're an amazing person. Step into that persona when you are speaking. Doesn't matter whether you're on video, doing a live, whether you are face to face with someone. That's your very first point. Your second is make eye contact. Look at people. People love to make eye contact with each other. It's really important. It builds trust, and it helps with that know, like, and trust factor that enables people to want to buy from you, work with you, be around you. The C, so we've gone speak confidently, eye contact. The C in seconds, hi Kirsty, is make sure your tone is calm. Keep your tone calm, not erratic. You can be enthusiastic, you can be excited, but keep your tone really calm. Keep yourself under control, that calm, controlled tone as you are speaking. So that's the C. The O is open gesture. See what I'm doing here? Using my hands, making sure that you can see enough of my body, that you can see that I'm actually making gestures, and those will actually help you to warm to me, to understand what I'm saying, even if you can't hear everything. The N in seconds is for nod. So if you're saying something, reinforce it with a nod, because that is a double whammy when people are listening to you of, yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm telling you. It's okay. You can trust me. And these are not cheesy. This is natural behaviors that we do as human beings. The D in seconds stands for declaration. Tell people what you're going to tell them. I call this the tell. Tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them what you've told them. So I told you tonight I was going to talk to you about making an impact and how important those 7 seconds are. I'm now telling you that, and I'm giving you the acronym seconds. Okay, so declaration, make your declaration. Tell them what you're going to tell them what you've told them. And finally, the most important thing, you don't need hair done, you don't need makeup, you don't need lippy, you don't need your best clothes on, you don't need a great background, but you do need a smile, because people warm to your smile, your gestures, all of those things are really important when you want to make an impact. So I've really set this amazing lady up now who's going to be joining me. She's going to be cursing me big time. I'm going to invite her into the live now, and I'm going to ask her to introduce herself, because she's got something really special happening next week. And she's had a real big journey of her own. So I wanted her to come here tonight and talk to you now. She's been on my lives before, many moons ago. So it's a while since she joined me for interview. I love talking to people. So it's Rachael, and she's a graduated client from my creative mastermind, but that's all I'm going to tell you, because she's going to tell you. So I'm going to invite her in right now, and I'm going to give her her banner. Hey. Over to you, Rachael.
Hello, everybody. I am Rachael, and I am the mental health and exercise coach. I support women reduce pain, reduce stress, help achieve everlasting weight loss results, just like I have. Roughly within 17 minutes, I can reduce the mind monkeys, overwhelm, and I empower women to stand up for themselves, stand into their own light, and show up as their true self, just like I have. How amazing is that?
It's absolutely amazing, Rachael. And you've had a journey, haven't you? You've had a journey of your own. And I want you to tell people what your journey has been, because you've had some real struggles along the way, haven't you? So tell everybody.
Yes. So my struggles have been my success now. I can officially say that. I am officially diagnosed as an ADHD, a bipolar lady, PTSD and anxiety. So I can officially say that I've found myself. And it's like a huge hurrah moment. It's just such an inspirational moment for me. Hasn't always been like that, I've got to say. And as you know, Mandy, I've been working with you for many, many months now, about nearly 2 years. Been watching you for like at least 3 years, constantly stalking you at the beginning, because I was like, I will work with Mandy one day. And I know that so many women do the same, and they're doing that with me right now. And it's like just completely wow moment, because 2 years ago, I didn't charge for anything, did I, Mandy?
Nope.
And that was because I didn't feel like I was worth it. I didn't feel that I was credible. I didn't feel like I was ready to be saying, I need to charge for these things. But me going through my journey of working with the crisis team, unfortunately, when I was very, very unwell, have an addiction to alcohol, addiction to pretty much everything, because now I understand why. I am, with my ADHD, I am a combined ADHD. So I'm very, very hyper, and very, very focused. Mandy will set as a challenge and I'm like, boom, let me do that. And I'll absolutely smash it. But then I can be a procrastinator as well, which I know I'm writing a chapter for a multi-author book. And I know the deadline's very, very soon. And I know I still haven't done it yet. But because it's a deadline, I will literally do it the night before and it'll be fine. So I'd understand how I tick and how I learn. It's really, really exciting now for me to, have a holistic approach now to support and coach other women do the same. It's just very, very exciting.
You're so inspiring, Rachel, so inspiring, because, I mean, how much weight did you lose? 8 stone?
So 7 stone, husband's lost 6 stone. So we've lost a person between her and gained a huge life, honestly, truly. Because I had gestational diabetes. So I knew when I was pregnant that I was going to be at risk more of getting diabetes, and it's already in the family as well. So I made the decision that nobody else is going to do it for us. It's only going to have to be me and the support around us that I received. So yeah.
So it wasn't just about losses, though, was it? It was about gains. So you lost weight, but you gained so much control in your life, in your mindset, in your thinking. And that's where you've put all your energy into now, isn't it? With Mind Strong and with your coaching, and you've pulled all of that together into one amazing business now, haven't you? So tell us about that.
Yeah, definitely. Now we here at Mind Strong, I have created a 90-day program through my whole lifetime of journeys, through pregnancy, through crisis teams, through an amazing weight loss challenge, and I've really wrapped it all up and put it in a 90-day program. But the most inspiring thing that I love about what I do with my program, every program that we sell and support women across the world goes invested, the profits are invested back into our social enterprise. And our social enterprise is run by myself and a team of community development officers. And that has a range of my mum, who has a brain injury. We've got her support worker who also has a brain injury. We have people who are wanting to understand want to get back into teaching. So, and they've told themselves all these years that I'm unable to get back into teaching because I have a brain injury. Now we're creating community development projects from the profits of my 90-day program. It has just got a circle of cycling positivity. I've thought of cycling of my own depression and anxiety and my ADHD was a negative thing. There's the light going. And so now to create cycles of positivity to support more women and their families across the country is just so exciting. It really is. I can't actually believe I'm sitting here right now saying this.
No, it's awesome. And, these are people like, your mum with a brain injury and all the diagnoses that you've had and the other people that you're working with. These are people that are often discarded by society and not seen in the mainstream business world. And you've pulled them all together into this amazing space. And you've said, we are going to make a difference. We are not going to be seen as discarded by society. We are important to our community. And you've created something in your 90-day program that is self-fulfilling, positive prophecy, really, isn't it? In that world supporting these people and supporting women. So many more women now are being diagnosed with ADHD. I think it was on the BBC last week, actually. All these years of being accused of being hysterical or anxious and having diagnosed with anxiety. It's now coming out that a lot of diagnoses have been missed. I mean, how old are you, Rachel? I should never ask a lady her age. But...
I am. Oh, I know, I'm fine. I am 34 and I'm meeting on Thursday a 50, I want to say, she did tell us this 54-year-old lady who's just been diagnosed around about the same time as me, seen my story on social media and wanted to meet us in person. because she's in mental health as well. She's supporting others, but she has also got this passion to support other people go through their diagnosis and show them that it's okay to be them. And that's, I think, for so long I've hid in, being so scared and embarrassed and guilty and all these labels that we're putting on ourselves constantly. But then I was worried about if I went and got an ADHD label, I'm going to be labelled. But how many labels have I been telling myself since I was a tiny little tot? I am dyslexic. I've put that as a bad thing. I've had to have a support worker from a young age, and I've got one now. And I'm just so proud that I've got a support worker now, because bless her, she is a godsend. She keeps me on track and on focus.
She's amazing, isn't she? So
yeah.
I'm going to challenge the world right now and say that if this lady here who has dyslexia, ADHD, anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress can launch and sustain a business, can employ people that are seen as misfits, there are no excuses for you to get your business on rails. And tonight we're talking about those 7 seconds of showing up and making an impact and telling people what you do. And I think you've boomed into this live tonight and done just that. But you also have something really exciting next week, don't you? You've got a little ticker running across the bottom there.
Look at that.
I know you are running your very first big 5-day challenge, aren't you? Where people can come in to the challenge and get to know you over 5 days. So tell people, I've put the link in the comments. So if anybody is interested, the link is in the comments. You can go and get on the mailing list, get into the challenge, but tell us what to expect in this, because this is big for you, isn't it?
It is. It really, really is. And it's the first one of 2022. And it is a jam-packed 5 days. But I say 5, it actually sounds like it's going to be 7, but that's okay, because you can adapt, come in, come out, replay. But the structure of it, we're going to wake up in the morning and we're going to actually work out together for 15 to 20 minutes of a really low impact, no equipment needed, just we're calling it Get Up and Glow. So Get Up and Glow with Rachael. Have some of my energy that I'll send through the universe to you all, because everybody says I want some of your energy, and I say, right, come and join the challenge, come and be part of my morning routine, because I know, Mandy, how much I've learned from you about having your morning routine, having structure in your week, and that is exactly what we women crave, which we might push it away slightly, but we actually do crave routine. So we're going to have a good morning routine together. We're going to have a mindset challenge, which I've pre-recorded, so you can press play at any point. We've got some worksheets as well that you can download and you can fill in together. And we're going to have this, push and pull together in the group as a whole community to support and reduce this stigma and this sort of this yo-yo dieting claptrap. I don't want to swear, just utter rubbish. That I have been damaged from. And I know so many of my clients and people are watching here now have been part of this. Shake this and you'll lose, drink this shake and you'll lose all this weight overnight, because that's not sustainable. What I'm here in my 5-day program and my coaching is to give you the tools to find out sustainability of how you can lose weight forever, how to change your mindset forever, and not have this up and down. We want to try and bring these spikes, which I've been on and still am now. I want to try and bring some calmness back into women's lives.
Fantastic. I love it. And I love the tagline of your 5-day challenge, how to lose weight, still eating the food you love, because we all like food, don't we?
Oh, massively.
It's a lot of women have a difficult relationship with food and a difficult relationship with finding the time to fit in the movement and the exercise. So what a great way to do it. Go and do it with Rachael for 5 days every day and start to create a new habit and learn some new things. And actually, what a powerhouse of a person is. You use your 7 seconds really, really well, I have to say.
You're proud of that one. Did you feel proud, Andy?
I'm very proud of you. You always do. And that's what I want you to do tonight, guys. That's why I invited Rachael on here, because it's so impressive to see where she's got to with this community interest company, with helping these people normally seen as misfits, with owning her labels. I think that's the big thing. You just own these labels now, don't you? You don't care. My daughter's ADHD, my son is autistic. It doesn't matter what the label is. There's nothing that you can't do. And I think, to go and spend a week with you, high energy, your super, super Duracell bunniness.
I know.
I think it'd just be an absolute joy. So tonight, that's why I brought Rachael on, guys that are watching this. Use your 7 seconds effectively. Make an impact on people. Show up and tell people what you do. Own your labels, own who you are, and make a difference in the world. Have you got any final sort of tips for people, Rachael, who are feeling like they just can't get a handle on their emotional eating, or getting a routine in place at the minute? What would you say?
I think the biggest thing that I've learned in the last whatever many years is that your body and your mind already know what you need. So it's the slowing down and connecting with your mind and your body to listen to what it's guiding you to. So because we're so distracted with social media, we should be on this and we should be doing this and we should be doing that. Like me and you, we create these programs to guide. This is our version of genius. This is our version of what we've been through. So we want to help as many other people. And you don't need to take everything that we say, but you can take snippets and you can take little bits and create your version. And I think that's the biggest thing I've ever learned working with yourself, with other amazing coaches, that they got lots of things to give me, but I'll only take what I need and I'll create my own little world.
And that's what you've done. So thank you very much for joining me. And if you would like to be with Rachael all next week, do it. Click the link in the comments, go and get into her challenge. Tell other people about it. If you know somebody that is struggling at the moment that might benefit from this, please tell them about it. Send them the link, get them to click it, get them to join. It could be the best thing that you do for them. And, it doesn't matter what their, what the stigma is. It doesn't matter what their labels are. They're all welcome, aren't they, Rachael, as they are?
Yeah, and I think the biggest quote that I'll share as well is labels enable. That's what the biggest thing. I've now been enabled to get the support I need.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank everybody for watching. I will be back same time, same place next week, talking about something else. I look forward to seeing you then. It's been a joy having you here, Rachael. So have a wonderful week, everybody. See you in a week's time.
See you.